Hey everyone, it's Trent. I'm back for another video. For this video, I'm not even going to make an intro or anything like that. I'm just going to get straight to the point. You guys saw the title of this video, so you already know what it's going to be about. I've seen a lot of people making videos about this whole Logan Paul situation. And it's pretty understandable because he's basically like an A-list YouTuber. So the fact that when something goes wrong or like he does something this terrible, it's going to be talked about. So I expected this, and I watched a lot of videos about this. Not necessarily because I really like Logan, because I don't like him at all. I'm not even subscribed to him. I don't like him or his brother and like the things they did and what they're about. I just don't like them, but that's not the point of this video. Anyways, I watched a lot of people make a lot of videos about the situation. Some had different views because they either live in Japan or they know Logan personally. So it's actually pretty interesting to see all these different opinions and views based on different biases regarding this whole situation. But something that I like to do, since I'm a smaller channel, I only have like 250 subscribers, I like to watch smaller channels myself. I'm subscribed to a lot of smaller channels that have around the same subscribers as me or 1,000 or less. So I like watching their videos, and I watched a lot of people's around the same subscriber count as me and their opinions on Logan Paul and this whole situation. They got a lot of backlash because apparently since we're smaller channels, we don't have as much validation or entitlement to make a video about Logan Paul or a video about controversy at all. It made me feel like since I'm a small channel, I'm not even considered a YouTuber. And I guess I can kind of see where that's coming from, but I still am a YouTuber. If you're creating content and posting videos, you're a YouTuber. Just because you may not have the big numbers as other people or big as a following, it doesn't make you any less important. And you have the right to voice your opinion on whatever you want to. Most of my following comes from Facebook and my friends on Facebook, which is fine with me. But a lot of them asked me to make this video because they wanted to hear my opinion on the situation. They know that I'm a big advocate when it comes to suicide awareness and depression because that's stuff that I've been through. Okay, so to start off this video, I just wanted to say, as I said already, I'm not a fan of the Paul brothers whatsoever. I knew that they were from Ohio, and I am from Ohio myself, but that doesn't mean that I should support them in their actions. And honestly, I am all about being positive and being inspirational and just having a positive channel, so I don't want to make a whole video dissing on Logan, so I'm not going to. But I am going to express my opinion on the situation first before I get into my main purpose of this video. Just from my point of view, okay? As I said, I'm not subscribed to Logan. I don't watch him at all. But when I heard about this video, when I saw it on trending on YouTube, I clicked on it. Because for the thumbnail was the picture of the dead body. So I was like, he didn't actually do this. Like, in my mind, I was like, there's no way that he could actually do this. Because for one, that is extremely awful to do. And I thought that he would have enough common sense to not do that. And for two, I didn't think YouTube would allow a video like that to even be posted on their website. I thought wrong. I watched the video, and the whole video was based around them going into what is known as the suicide forest in Japan, because that's where a lot of people go to commit suicide. So according to Logan, they mainly went in there for like the haunting factor of the forest. Still though, I don't really understand if that was their intentions. Because at least with my mindset and the way I'm thinking about it is, you can't go into something known as the suicide forest and not expect to see something like this. I'm not saying that they went in there looking for it, but at the same time, I don't really think that they're as surprised that they may have came off. Don't get me wrong, if you see a dead body, which I never had before, but I can only imagine what they were going through and like what they were thinking, they probably were in actual shock. But if you go into something called suicide forest, you kind of have to be ready for that. I guess in my eyes, they kind of literally like walked into that situation on their own. Like it could have been prevented. So they kind of did that to themselves. I don't think it was a good idea to make a video based around that forest. I don't think you should even use that forest as a video because that's a very harsh thing to do. Especially if you put it in the thumbnail and if you put it in the title. I just don't think that something of that nature should be used to get views. And before anybody argues that, you can't tell me that he did not use a dead body in the thumbnail and title it how he did to not get views. I don't care if that video was monetized or not. He still did it for the shock value of it, and so that way people would watch it. Which is just wrong. Like, that's a person's family. Even though he did blur it out and you couldn't see the face or anything, that's still not the point. That's very, very inconsiderate and very harsh, and it's insulting. But not only did he put it in the thumbnail, he showed it in the video several times. He made it a very big highlight in the video, and they even were laughing about it. Now, people are saying that he was laughing at it because they didn't know how to react, and I believe that. I mean, this is going to sound awful, but I've been in situations where I laugh to hide my pain or my fear. I do believe that they were laughing or making jokes to make fun of the situation. I just feel like they didn't know how to react. But still, the fact that they made that video and the fact that they edited it, whether that was Logan or his team, the fact that all these people knew that this video was going to be posted, edited it, they talked about it, they went through that together, and they still posted it. I just assumed that, like, it blows my mind how nobody thought that that was wrong, and it really made me wonder what they were thinking. Are they all just really, like, view hungry and they knew that this would be a good video for views? Like, I just don't understand. And I don't understand how anybody, especially with somebody of Logan's following, thinks that this would be an okay thing to do. His following is like, what, 8-year-olds to like teenagers? So people of that age are very influential. So you really have to watch what you're doing. And the fact that he did that to people of such a young audience, that really just blows my mind too, because now those kids basically watch the video of somebody that they look up to finding a dead body, and then now they think that it's okay to make highlight of suicide, which it's not. And now you have those fans supporting him because those fans are young. They don't really understand what he did wrong. They just saw an apology from somebody that they look up to, and they just think that if he says sorry, it's okay. But it's not. They don't know any better. And his fans are also attacking people that make videos like these. I've seen his fans make some really, really rude comments to some people because they just don't know any better, and they just think that they're supporting him. They shouldn't be. You shouldn't support him. You shouldn't be supporting him. Just because you're making a mistake, it doesn't mean that they should get the support from it. Yes, everybody makes mistakes, but it doesn't make their actions okay. Some people shouldn't be forgiven, and some people shouldn't be supported for their actions. This is one of those cases. His apology on Twitter, I felt like that was very, very self-centered and egotistical. Because he posted on Twitter an apology that he screenshotted from his notes, and he said that he didn't do it for views because he gets views. That's pretty egotistical to me. I don't know, I just didn't really believe his Twitter apology, especially since he hashtagged it Logan for life. That didn't seem very sincere to me. That seemed like it was a very Logan thing to do. Then he made his apology video on YouTube, and I watched that, and that seemed a lot more sincere, but I kind of wonder if it really came from him. Because the apology that he posted on Twitter versus the apology that he posted on YouTube, it seemed like it was two completely different people. Regardless, the apology on YouTube was more sincere, and I wish he would have started with that. So overall, I think it was very wrong of him to do. And I don't think anybody should be supporting him. But at the same time, I don't think we should be hating him either. I don't think we should be bashing on him. That's not what people should be doing. And as I said before, I didn't want to make this video bashing on him. That's not my point in this video. Here is my point of this video. If all the people that made a video similar to this one made a video about suicide awareness and depression instead of about what Logan did, that's how we can make a difference. Logan said that he made that video to spread awareness. Well, for one, that's an awful way to spread awareness, and I don't buy that for a second. You don't spread awareness by feeding your ego, and that's just how I see it. That's how I saw his video. I think that's just his excuse to try to make it seem like it was okay, and it's not. But anyways, if everybody who made a video like this one made a video talking about depression, talking about suicide, I'm linking help in the description of suicide hotlines or websites that they can get help to. If all these people did that, that's how we make a difference. How is all these people making a video bashing Logan gonna help anything? We can't change what he did, and we can't necessarily expect him to change from it, because that's his own choice if he's gonna change and learn from it or not. We can't change it. We can only move forward from it. Not saying that we should forget about it, but at the same time, let's channel all this energy to something more productive. Us complaining about a YouTuber is not gonna change anything. So the first half of this video was basically me, yes, complaining about him, but people want to know my opinion, and that's that. But the reason why I decided to make this video is for this part right here. Depression, mental illnesses all around, and suicide is a very serious thing that should not be taken lightly. And I've been dealing with depression since I was in 6th grade, and anxiety as well. And I've also encountered suicidal thoughts. I've had family who's had similar issues, and I have lost people due to suicide. It's a very serious issue that should not be taken lightly. And I really just feel like more people should be talking about this, and I don't get why they don't. And now would be a good chance to do so. Now is a perfect opportunity to do so, and if you're looking for a chance to do it, now is it. If you didn't want to do it before, for whatever reason, do it now, because now is a perfect opportunity. Somebody of a huge influence on YouTube made a huge mistake and it was regarding suicide, and basically shining light on suicide in a negative way or in a very selfish way. But if we all saw that differently, and instead of all of us continue channeling that negative energy about what he did, and we turn that around to spreading light on mental illnesses, then that's where we can change this whole situation. As I said, we can't change what he did, but we can change how we react to it and what we decide to shine light on. Us shining light on what he did is not going to change what he did, but us shining light on a different perspective of what he did can change. As I said, let's stop worrying about what he did and let's use this as an opportunity to spread awareness of mental illnesses. Thousands of people made videos about Logan and what he did. But if those people made videos talking about depression and mental illnesses, so much more awareness would have been spread. So instead of spreading awareness about the Logan Paul situation, why don't we spread awareness about mental health situations? People need to talk more about mental illnesses, because it's a very serious thing. People lose somebody to suicide every single day. It's a very serious issue, and some people just don't take it as strongly as they should. People push it away or say, oh, you'll be fine, it's just a hard time, or oh, it's a hard time, you're just going through this, you'll be alright. But sometimes it's more than that. People don't really understand it unless they've been through it or seen somebody who's been through it. That's why people need to be informed. That's why people need to know. They need to be aware. They need to know the signs, because this could affect their children or people that they love or even themselves, and they might not even know it because they aren't aware or informed about mental health and the severity of it. I've gone through it, I've seen people go through it, and I've lost people due to it. It's a very serious thing. So yes, what Logan did was extremely messed up and extremely wrong, and I don't think that he deserves to be forgiven for that, but it doesn't mean that we all have to bash on him. Instead of bashing on him, we could use that as an opportunity to talk about suicide and the signs of it and how people can get help and mental health issues, and just basically make this into a completely different spectrum. We can completely turn the situation around and talk about something more important. Because honestly, yes, what Logan did is messed up, don't get me wrong, and I understand why and I agree why, but I don't think what he did is more important than suicide and how serious of an issue it is. Because everyone's talking about how he went to a suicide forest and recorded somebody that committed suicide and how wrong it was, but nobody's been talking about suicide itself and how serious it is and how or what we can do to help people with suicidal thoughts or people with mental health issues. That's all I have for this video. I'm not sure if any of this made sense. As I said, people asked my opinion, so that was the first half of this video, and the second half is just my opinion about how we should not be bashing on Logan, but be spreading awareness on suicide and mental health. This is our opportunity, so why don't we all do it? And I said it throughout this video several times, I'm going to say it again. If we use this opportunity, instead of bashing Logan and start spreading awareness, that's how the change can be made. We can't change what Logan did, but we can definitely try to change how people view mental health issues. And that's what I wish people would take out of this situation. I wish they would talk more about these issues of mental health and suicide instead of the whole Logan Paul issue. As I said, I get what he did was wrong and messed up and shouldn't be forgiven, but there's more serious issues out there than what he did. I hope this video made sense for you guys, and I really hope you guys understand where I was coming from. I try to come at this at a different viewpoint from other people, because this is what I feel like is the most important way you should look at this. But you know, we all have different opinions, and that's fine. Comment down below your opinion. If you disagree with me, that's fine. If you agree with me, that's great. As I said, I just hope you guys see where I was coming from with this. Leave a like if you enjoyed, share with your friends if you want to, or if you think anybody needs to hear this message, and subscribe if you are new. Tap the bell to be notified whenever I post. I post videos every single Saturday and sometimes throughout the week. Check the description box below. I'm going to be posting a lot of different hotlines and websites and resources that can help you out if you're struggling with depression, or if you know anybody who's struggling with mental health issues or suicidal thoughts. It's a very serious issue, and I'm just trying to spread awareness. That's the whole point of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. See you guys in the next video.